He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Tigers have it with a first and goal. Brown wants to pass. Sings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it with Bryson Washington. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up third and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They've converted on fourth down once, but here's the big one, fourth and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That is one a quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Making side adjustments here. Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You're going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop him. Could be an alley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn lines up quickly. A designed run for the quarterback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Oh, I think that's one the quarterback might want to have back. His running back came out of the backfield wide open, but the QB was a little bit late getting him the football, which forced the toe tap going out of bounds. If he gets that to him sooner, he's in bounds, and with his game-breaking ability, he might...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch! Touchdown, Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood, looking left, pulls it in. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes a pass to Marker. Crosses the throw. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Michigan! They surge on top with the score. And can you feel this upset percolating?
And the defenses have dominated this football game until now. Finally, the big explosive play comes, and it comes through the running back. Nice job blocking up front. He finally got a hole, Palmer, that he could run through, and he does the rest.
Yeah, the defense had been playing so well up to that point, but not everybody in their gap, not everybody taking the right angles, and he was able to take advantage of it. It's been a rare mental breakdown for this defense. And now next time they take the field, they got to lock back in because obviously this game is still close.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Brown wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Running inside, it's Cobb. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the...
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. Strong, firm tackle. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line.
Kill. 776, captain. 778.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop when you have a lead. Get the ball.
Got it down the field. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Quarterback keeper. And they get him down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 3rd. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You've got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get in a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Clemson jumps to the line. Right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. He breaks a tackle. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. You get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Caught, and he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Makes a man miss. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to the well. Push down for the tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Underwood. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands.
Finding some room. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Brown. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that first down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They've been running it, but now the pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So the 16-play drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's Brown. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. At the 20.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Start with the first down. He goes right back to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
To the air on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
That's caught. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. He's past the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them. And here comes the pressure.